Hey, welcome to the Bitcoin Bull. Today we're going to see what Bitcoin is doing. It's dropping again, and we're going to see what it should be doing the rest of the day, and then take a look at some news about what's going on, why Bitcoin's dropping, and what it should be doing. Like Bitcoin drops below critical level for avoiding a return to $31,000, and gold rises. The Bitcoin's dropping and gold is rising, and there's also some news about how the United States is how there's going to be more inflation. And then we have this too also, bulls largely absent as Bitcoin price slips to the bottom of its range near $32,000. So we'll take a look at that, and then we'll take a look and see what Bitcoin should be doing the next several weeks from now and months from now, and a general outlook on the whole crypto marketplace, which, as you can see, it's all red mostly. So let's go ahead and see what Bitcoin is doing right now and what it should be doing today. Here, let's make this bigger. And let's move this over a little bit. Yeah, so here, this is where the news came out in the US saying that there's going to be more inflation right here. That's why this dropped here, right at this moment. And then there was another drop that just happened several hours ago. And so that made us, so yesterday we were here right on this support line, and I said the most likely situation was that Bitcoin would start recuperating and go up, and then when it would get up here, then the traders, lately there's been people trading, day trading Bitcoin, buying and selling. That's why Bitcoin's been going up and down like horizontally. And I said that the traders would probably buy in again here because they sold up here. That would make Bitcoin price go back up, and then they would sell again or buy in short. They could drop again and play around with Bitcoin like that until it starts skyrocketing so they can make profit. But that didn't happen. Looks like the traders didn't buy back in, or if they bought in, they bought in short to make thinking that Bitcoin will go down again. So Bitcoin ended up riding this this blue tendency line here, and it ended up, and now it's clearly dropping below this tendency line with this drop here. So now we're clearly below, which is putting Bitcoin here. Let's move over a little bit more, which is putting Bitcoin back into this channel here. So now we're back again in this channel, in this situation here. We were here working our way up to break and be in this area here by the end of the week, but now we're in here again. We're in this area, in this channel here again, bearish channel. So since it broke here, the most likely scenario is that we drop and we hit this support line here at 31,300. Very likely that could happen today if Bitcoin keeps dropping. But it looks like Bitcoin is stopping where it's at. You can see here, for the past like 4 hours, it hasn't dropped anymore. It tried to drop. You see these two wicks here. It tried to drop, but quickly went back up. So looks like Bitcoin has found its short-term floor here, that it shouldn't drop any lower than it is now. It seems like it. So it could drop even more all the way to this support line here, which is very likely today. But since it looks like it's starting to stop the drop, also it's very likely to also jump back up here to this tendency line here. If that happens, we can maybe ride this a little bit more today, and then later on today or tomorrow, then start going back up again. Start going back up to this level. Hopefully, I don't think about later today, but maybe tomorrow or the next day, get back up here, and hopefully in the week in the week good and be back up in this area here towards the end of the week, maybe on the weekend. So yeah, Bitcoin started off the week really good, working its way up, but made a pullback yesterday and today. Yesterday and today don't look so good. So hopefully we'll be recuperating, and Bitcoin will start making its way back up again to end the week really good. Let's see what happens. That's why we have to analyze Bitcoin every day, because every day can change. But yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens right now in the next several hours. See, this continues. Yeah, Bitcoin's still continuing to go. Looks like it wants to recuperate. So let's see what happens. And let's check out this news. See what's going on here. The latest bearish streak sees 32,600 come and go with selling pressure and evidence as Bitcoin US dollar sheds another 2.7% drop. And yeah, this is, I like this image here where Bitcoin's trying to get off the floor slowly instead of with a rocket, with a balloon, right? Slowly picking up off the floor, but on its way up. Now it's getting stung by bees, and Bitcoin is really struggling to get off the floor. So Bitcoin fell to support, which could hit all the way down to 30,000, which is what I was saying. I was saying it could drop even more today. 31,000, or they're saying 30,000. It could drop all the way to here. So if it continues to drop, maybe today here, and then if it keeps dropping tomorrow here. But yeah, this is still the floor. This whole area is the floor here. This whole area, this is the floor. Bitcoin can move anywhere between here and stay in the same situation. All these fluctuations are just day traders trying to make some profit until Bitcoin starts skyrocketing. So, and here we have a chart here. You can see where Bitcoin made its dip when the news came out about inflation in the US. And then it made another dip a few hours ago. So yeah, Bitcoin in short term slipping away in the past couple of days, yesterday and today. And here we have a tweet saying, "Come on, bulls, give me reasons why this isn't different." And what else we got here? Yeah, this is a chart about gold compared to Bitcoin. Blue is Bitcoin. You can see Bitcoin is dropping. It made this drop in the past couple days, today and yesterday. And the orange is gold, and gold prices are going up. Bitcoin's going down and gold's going up lately in the past couple days. So it looks like there's some traders that are getting out of Bitcoin to get into gold. Seems like it. And what else do we have here? Then we have this one too. So traders appear to be sitting on their hands even as Bitcoin price drops closer to a critical support level at $32,000. Within the past few hours, a fresh wave of selling pushed Bitcoin price to close the 32,000 support level as low trading volume and general disinterest from traders saw the price revisit the lower section of the current range. Yeah, that's what I was just saying right now. How let me zoom in here. How the traders sold up here, and then they should have bought back in here, but they didn't buy back in. So instead of Bitcoin price going back up again, it made a drop because the traders seem to have lost interest, and maybe they bought into gold, or maybe they're waiting to see Bitcoin starts to recover, get into this range again, and look like it's clearly getting off the floor before investing in Bitcoin again. That could be happening. And I also want to show this chart here. Yeah, here's a chart showing occasions where Bitcoin has remained range bound. Here, let's make this bigger. Wait, this is Twitter. How can we make this bigger? Here it is. Okay. Make this bigger. So in times like this, when when Bitcoin is not doing so well, a good thing to do is to zoom out and look at what Bitcoin has done in the past several years. So we're here right now, this drop. The beginning of the year we were here. Bitcoin made a huge drop, and this is the ending of last year when Bitcoin was skyrocketing. And if you look in the past, I mean, look at this. Here, for example, Bitcoin made a big drop. It was at like 6,500, made a huge drop all the way down to like 3,500. And it stayed in this range, like 3 to 4,000 for all this range here for like from November of 2000, yeah, from November all the way to almost May of 2019. That's huge, and this is where we are now. It took the dip, and from June all the way to where we are now, mid July, we've been on the floor, just like here. This is like almost double of what of the amount of months that we're in now. So, and here also, here's a couple months of Bitcoin being on the floor horizontal, just going up and down slightly for a couple months. Here too, this is more than a half a year. Here too, but instead of being in the ground, we were on the roof, being horizontal for several months. So, people think that, since it's been so long since Bitcoin been on the ground so long, that it's not good, but it's completely normal. This happens all the time. This horizontal movement. But people that have gotten into Bitcoin not too long ago, less than a year from now, less than a year ago, when they've been getting in here, they're not used to horizontal corrections. They're used to Bitcoin skyrocketing, making a quick dip and skyrocketing. And now that we're in like this, like the past year, we've been like horizontal, and also with this big dip, people are like losing interest or losing trust with Bitcoin. And but this situation is totally normal. And what happens after Bitcoin goes horizontal for several months? What happens? It skyrockets. It goes horizontal and then skyrockets. Horizontal, and if history repeats itself, we're horizontal right now. What should happen? Skyrocket. So it's very good to zoom out and look at what Bitcoin has done in the long term, to see that the situation we're in right now is completely normal, and just patience, and we'll be in better times in no time. And he was saying this. They're also saying that according to Gas Fringe, in the previous instance of the layered stricter compression seen in the fourth quarter of 2018, in the summer of 2020, the period of tighter compression lasted for roughly half the overall period we just looked at. This tells me that we might have another 2 weeks or so of such inner tighter compression, which will take the periods to 34 to 68 days. So yeah, it might take a couple more weeks to get out of the situation, but the situation is completely normal. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin's going to disappear, that's going to drop even more, that anything like that. This is anytime now, Bitcoin's going to skyrocket just the same way that it always has. So just patience, and if you haven't bought into Bitcoin yet, or you still haven't bought everything you wanted to, this is still a good time to start to keep on accumulating Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's on the floor. So when everyone's negative, like right now, that's the time to buy. And when everyone is in euphoria and in saying that Bitcoin is going to the moon up here, when we were up here, that's the time to sell a part, or not all, but when you can sell a part of your Bitcoin to buy in at a lower price later when it drops. So that's what Bitcoin's doing today. And so I basically, and then after we get out of this channel here, we'll be going back into here, hopefully later today, tomorrow, the next day, getting back into this channel here where we were before. And then we need to break this line here to get off. Once we break here, we'll be off the floor. This situation will be over with. Then we'll be in this area here. And once we break this important, I've been saying this lately, once we break, this is the most important resistance line of all. Once Bitcoin breaks here, that means this whole situation here is completely over with. Bitcoin will be off the floor and start to skyrocket. Start to skyrocket and hit the last maximum and then break it. We'll probably take a pullback before it breaks and then start to skyrocket. That's what history's always done, and no reason why it shouldn't happen again. So like I said, patience. But right now, the whole Bitcoin marketplace, you see almost everything is in red. All the other cryptocurrencies. The majority is dropping. There are some that are doing okay. These ones that are doing okay aren't really big cryptocurrencies. But yeah, in general, but that's normal. When Bitcoin drops, the other cryptocurrencies follow it because Bitcoin is the biggest. It's the reference of all crypto. So that's normal. Once Bitcoin turns around later today or tomorrow, hopefully, then the rest of the market, the other cryptocurrencies should follow, and then everything be in green again. So that's the general outlook on crypto, on Bitcoin. And if you like this video, please give me a like. That would help grow the channel. I'd really appreciate that. And subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all this Bitcoin analysis, daily analysis, and daily news, the most important news. And thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.